Blessings, everyone. This is Yanni, the only lockologist. Today is the 17th of March. Yes, we are still taking bookings. Thank you all for your patience who call. I will return your call. This young man call was returned. He was a new client. Didn't I return your call? There you go. Okay. So he kind of inspiring this video. It's a question he asked me when we were doing his consultation in the beginning of me doing his here. First, I want to say, Nick, that's your name, right? This here is disrespectful and inappropriate. Oh my God. Let me turn you all and see the back of it. Look at that. Just brought tears to my eyes. Right? So before I get into the question he asked me, I'll tell you a quick, brief description of his here. Story behind this here, I should say. A year and a half?
Yes.
Right, a year and a half. This is his second set. He admits he did some, light foolishness. One of them, he used to get it tapered. As soon as he came and he sat in my chair, I pulled his lock because his locks naturally fall like a bang. He has a full, can I turn it around so they can see it? A full hairline. I said, bro, in today's lock community, especially with the fellas, they don't have this. And I'm old school. We're talking about growing up back home and stuff. So I'm old school Rasta. I honestly believe, no scissors. I believe in the Nazarene vow when you're growing your locks. If you know about the Nazarene vow, Rastafarians follow it, Bobo Shanties, now your bingies, they follow it. No comb or razor should touch your hair. You're growing your natty. You do not taper anything. I am blessed with I can't think of anyone. I had them before, but they cut their hair off eventually. But all my male clients that are still with me, all of them still have a full hairline. I tell them, I say, when that time comes and you get married, just let the barber deal with from your ears down. Do not let him touch this. Even the back of his head, full hairline. And he's a very hairy young man, which is a good thing. So he has hair running all down his neck. Good, he's a manly man. You don't need to be tapering nothing. Okay. So the question he asked me, and somebody left it in my comment really quick before I finish his here. He asked me, how would he know he's going bald? So first of all, I told him, I said, bro, you ain't going bald, right? But if you want to find out how you know if you're man or woman, here's a couple of factors. One, doctors say, and I repeat, doctors say, male pattern baldness is on the women's side. So whether you have locks naturally, because I know a lot of natural people watch my videos because they're looking at my videos to get advice on when to start their locks or how to start it. Look at your mother's side, like your grandmother's children. If you're a woman, look at your aunts on your mother's side and your grandmother's side, your aunts, your female cousins, your sisters. I have a lot of clients, female clients, who go through male pattern baldness, and I always ask them, I said, who's going bald? And they say, oh my God, by the age of 30, my mother lost all her hair. All my sisters have lost their hair. They're wearing wigs, whatever. Right? The good thing is when it happens, by them locking their hair, it kind of slows down the process. It kind of stops it in its tracks. And most importantly, they're coming to me all these years. I don't twist palm roll. It's not about me using interlocking. It's just their hair is not done tight. So we stopped it. If you're going through some type of hair loss, if it is genetic, the constant twisting, palm rolling, interlocking, it doesn't matter the technique. I'm not promoting techniques. They're all bad for your hair. But if it's done too often and too tight, you're going to lose your hair. For the men, again, you look on your mother's side. So your mother, your grandmother, meaning your mother's mother. So look at your grandmother's children, your uncles, if you have them, your male nephews, right? It's kind of weird that doctors say it's on the mother, the DNA, the genetic coding for baldness is on the women's side. That's a weird thing to me when I found that out, but it is what it is, right? So when he asked me, I asked him, I say, okay, on granny's side, on your mother's side, he said all his uncles, they Rasta, he Yadi, meaning for people who don't know, he Jamaican, right? You know that what I mean, right? Yadi, yeah. Right, good. He's Jamaican. You see all his family, most of his family, the men have locks. Everybody have a full head of hair. He has that bushy eyebrow, sideburn. So he's full of hair. It's not going to happen to him. For the men, look, if you're wondering about it, look on your mother's side, the male on your mother's side. Look at your grandmother, meaning your mother's mother. Now, there's other type of ways that your hair could thin. If it's not genetic, again, over manipulation. And you would know, right? That's why I always do the halvesies when I do videos. Because I want to show something. Whoever starts, I don't start locks, but whoever started this young man's locks, I wish I could send him a gift basket because he did it. They did it exactly how I tell people to start their locks. You go with a big base, right? You want to keep that base. You guys see all my clients with big bases because they've been with me for many years. I always say when your base is big, as your hair grow, that base is going to maintain. If your base is small, it's going to thin out, right? If you know you're getting your hair twisted, retightened, whatever technique or phrase you want to use, you're getting it too often, it's going to start to happen because the crown of our head, meaning the top of our head, is always the weakest spot for many of us, right? If when you touch your head, you feeling your fingernail touching scalp, especially when your hair is not done. You see your feeling your fingernail touching scalp, then something is wrong. There's a young lady that comes to me. She was here the other day. I wouldn't call her name. Hey, sis, you know who you are. And when I did a video with her, with Jimmy using his follicle treatment and a hair grew back. And I said, how did you know your hair was thinning? She said, I didn't know, right? And I've heard that story many times. I've had clients who told me, I was asked, how did you know your hair was thinning? Like, what made you come to me? What? And one client told me one time she was at a dinner eating with friends and they took a picture and she was laughing and her head was wrong. And in the picture, when the flash, she realized she was going bald. Right? I've heard people say when they got their hair styled and the loctician would say, come back to me, I'll take the style down and put it back up. So the loctician, hairstylist, whatever, is constantly hiding it. And by the time they find out, it was too late. If you know your lock started thick, like normal size when it was short, and as it gets longer, feel your locks, feel it. If it starts to feel thin, then something is wrong. Now, if you know you're not going to get your hair done or you are not doing your hair often, but it's still thinning out, that's where the genetics come in, medical conditions or this thing, medication. But if you got rid of those variables and you know, like, wait a second, Shanae keep telling me to come every 3 weeks, every 4, that's too much. As I tell clients, back in the day, I used to do consultation by themselves. I stop it now. When people call saying they want a consultation, I'm like, you only getting a consultation unless you're getting your hair done. I'm not telling you for us to do your hair, but I'm not standing up to talk when, it's just time wasting for me. When people say, I just want you to look at my hair. You got eyes and you got a mirror. And most importantly, we got phones that take pictures. You don't need to come to me for me to tell you your hair is thinning. Right? Some of you don't want to know the truth. So you keep going by these people. They're going to style your hair in some intricate style, especially the ladies. They always do some weird updo where your locks, as you open it, your locks start getting further and further apart from each other. You see this brother? Look how close his locks are together. And I know a lot of people watching these videos and somebody going to book with me and they're going to say, oh my God, Yanni, you do that video with a guy in the flannel shirt. My hair used to look like that and it don't anymore. I'm not making fun. I've heard it all the time. I have a lot of people say they don't know where they went wrong. You went wrong when you gave somebody else the power. When you did not do your own inspection. Right? I told you, I have so many clients and I always ask them, they say, I did not know. I have a guy who told me one time, Nick, he said, and his hair was past his butt. How we found out? A day, he said, I never styled my hair. He will go like once every 5 weeks, which is still too much. Once a month, every 5 weeks, he got his hair styled in an intricate style. Because it's for work, he don't want to be, he ripping and running. He don't want to be worrying about his hair. Then he have to go back. She will wash it and restyle it. And he said a day he was scratching with his hand, scratching the front of his head, like in the middle, and he realized he was touching skin. So he got his sister to cut it out because, some stylists, when they style your hair, they use thread. They want to make sure you don't take that thing out. You can't take that out until you come to them. You're not realizing how this thing is planned and orchestrated, You don't understand. Because the lock community, first of all, natural hair with black people is a multi-billion-dollar industry, but the lock community carries its own weight. Why would I tell Nick, your hair is, Nick told me what he does for a living, so he makes good money. I'm using his as an example. I could tell him, bro, your hair thinning, we need to take a break. Why would I tell him that? I will stop getting money from him every 2-3 weeks. It makes sense? Why would I tell him that? So that is what is happening. They will not tell it to you until it is gone. The clients who I told you was saying that how she had to go to get her style taken down every time. She said when she finally asked, she took pictures, sent it to the girl. The girl asked, her loctician asked, what you been doing with it? She's like, what do you mean? What have you been doing my hair since it started? No one else touches my hair. Or maybe you have this or whatever. No, it's too late. Right? So again, to reiterate, for you to know your hair is, want to know if your hair is thinning, if you're feeling it, go with genetics first. Right? And if it is thinning, remember, do not over manipulate. Do not do it too much. If you're a retired person, man or woman, you all shouldn't be doing your hair at all. You're retired. Who you're trying to impress? That's just me. And I tell my retirees, I'm like, who you trying to impress? Go live out your golden years. Go spend that retirement money. Go travel. Stop being focused on your hair. It's not like you're working in a corporate job and you have to look neat. I don't want your money every 3 months. I should be seeing you every 6 and 9 months if you're a retiree. But that's just me, right? If it's not genetic, then start to find out. Ask yourself, have that conversation with yourself. As you're feeling the thinning area, wait a second. How often was I getting my hair done? Or how often was I, because some of y'all is your own shenanigans. How often am I doing my hair? Dryers, I've said this a million times. I always say the truth, once it's the truth, it does not need to be altered. I'm very repetitive. I'm not crazy. I'm repetitive on purpose. I know why I'm repetitive, so y'all can get this. Eventually, Jimmy and I are going to retire from this. And when we do, I am deleting all these gems, so take it now, right? When you're feeling your scalp, something is wrong, okay? Take the proper precautions. A lot of you are not taking vitamins. Vitamin D is paramount. Vitamin deficiency, guess what? Causes alopecia. Not the traction. Traction alopecia is caused by traction, pulling and yanking. Vitamin D is paramount. Calcium, doctors suggest take vitamin D. You need to take calcium too. If you're not sure what to take, that's why you go get a blood test. You get blood work, a CBD complete blood count. They will CBC, sorry. They're going to tell you, okay, Nick, you're deficient, like what we were talking earlier with you, right? You're deficient in this, you this, you that, this is what it is you need. Sometimes just a deficiency can affect your hair. Once you start taking the correct vitamins and minerals, you are going to notice a change. Be your own doctor sometimes. Sometimes just stop. Vanity is the #1 cause in the lock community why so many of you have gone bald or is going bald. It's vanity. It's one of the 7 deadly sins. It's vanity. You're vain. You like the attention, especially when your hair gets longer. You love that. Ooh, girl, you always got the best styles. Oh, bro, your hair was looking good. You love that. And guess what? Why they're looking into you? Your hair... Your pure follicles screaming the bejesus out of them because they're like, would you stop yanking and snatching us? Okay, so I'm going to finish this here. That's how you know if you're going bald. Everything I say makes sense?
It does.
It does? Good. But you don't have to worry about that. All right, but this is what a healthy head. Oh, and by the way, he started his locks with comb coil. He never used gel because he's Yadi, aka Jamaican. He only used, that's the first person I ever saw that did it. He only used Jamaican castor oil, pure Jamaican castor oil from back at home. Right? Pure. That's what he used. No gel, no nothing, no holding spray. He starts with comb coil and he retwists it each time with pure Jamaican castor oil. I have pure Haitian castor oil because I have a lot of Haitians. You all call it some kind of French word. You know what it is. I know you all saying it right now. I can never remember the word. So I have pure Haitian castor oil. I don't buy my Haitian castor oil, Jamaican castor oil from the store. Clients bring it to me. Right? So that's how he started his look. On a scale of 1 to 10, he's a fucking 50. There's some healthy ass head. Okay. I'm about to go finish up his locks and you guys will see the end part of it. Them locks looking nice and juicy and fat king. Yeah, it does. How it feels? Good?
It's good.
Nice. Okay, guys, he is done. Bring you back to the wall for me right here. Turn. He's a big boy, so I had to turn him. See, beautiful. His scalp, always remember, if you do not have a healthy scalp, lean it back a little more. No, lay your head on my hand. There we go. Relax, I got you. If you don't have a healthy scalp, the locks will not be healthy. Just like if your soil isn't healthy, your plants wouldn't grow healthy. I always compare hair to plants. They almost work identical. If you overwater a plant, it's going to die. If you overdo anything with a plant, it's going to die, right? If you're constantly watching a plant and feeling it and touching it, it's going to die. If you're over oiling your scalp, I'm not saying dead, like dead, but your hair is not, you're doing too much. Especially my following is predominantly black people. We already got, most of us got oily skin. We don't need to be over oiling. You're doing too much, right? And this is for the new people that just subscribed to me, who just found me, because I always read the comments and people like, oh my God, I never know you existed. You teaching stuff that's just common sense, okay? So, what he was telling me while we were doing the top of his head, he said he had his first set of locks for like 2.5, you said?
Yeah.
About 2.5. And it was shorter than what this is now. And he said back then he did the gel, he did all of that. Gel, all these gel, waxing, creams, souffles, all these products. Again, look at your hair like it's a plant. If you have a beautiful lawn and I came with a truck and I dropped cement on a part of your lawn, the grass will never grow. After you guys put all, because they start putting it from the roots. That's where your hair grows, from the root, right? And they're packing it and then they stick you under dry, and that souffle, gel, wax, whatever is baked into your scalp. How is your hair? Your scalp can't breathe. Your scalp is still your skin. It's part of your skin, part of your integumentary system, which is a largest organ. Your scalp is not breathing. It's not bringing in oxygen. It's not breathing out oxygen. One out to the two. I always forget. Right. It's not breathing. So you're doing too much. Less is more. All right. Remember, as I said before, feel your scalp. If you think you're going thinning, feel it. Do the question in your own head. Is my family thinning? That kind of stuff. Look at your sisters, your uncles, whatever. Another way to find out if your hair is shedding, I was going to do a video about this, but I'll just say it now. If you think you're shedding too much, hear how to spot it. If you have on like a white t-shirt, something light color gray, that's why I don't put capes around clients. He didn't need it, but I need to see what's shedding on my clients. What I tell my clients is this. When they ask, how would I know if I'm shedding? I always tell them, wait until their hair is ready to be done. When it's bushy, doesn't have oil in it, like closer when they come and see me, lean your hair over your bathroom sink, because most people's bathroom sinks are white. When you lean your head, go take your hand and put it in your scalp and just do this. Run it through. If you're seeing more hair than usual, because we shed hair every day. So if you're seeing, you will know, you got eyes. If you're seeing more hair than usual, you're shedding. And I'll do another video on what causes that, okay? How does your scalp feel? We good?
It's good.
Did you enjoy the visit? Did you enjoy the wash, everything?
I did.
You did? Good. And plus we talk mad shit. Give it a last bit of shake there so we can see it. All right, shake that natty boy, shake. There we go. All right, guys, if you're planning on seeing us, don't forget you're working until April the 14th. This brother is a new client, so I did return his call. Just be patient. My regulars are still booking. All right. Just do not try to book me via text. If you've never seen me before, you have to call and leave a voicemail. Just your name, tell me the reason for your call, and I will return your call. Be patient, please. Okay. I call between the hours of 4 p.m. and 6:30, 7 p.m. I like to call people after work because people got jobs and I don't want to be bothering nobody. All right. And that's about it. Just be patient and I will return your call. All right. Remember, I do not start locks. I do not do sister locks. I do not do full locks. There's a lot of talented people who in the lock community that does that. Find them. If you want healthy locks, that's why he is here. Remember I asked you? And you say, I just want a healthy head of locks. I said, then you come to me. Okay? Stay tuned for more videos, guys.